Hello and welcome to Sent Guys, where two friends attempt to speedrun the TV show Super Sentai by watching the first and last episode of every of the 49 seasons. I'm one of those friends, Harry.
And I'm the other friend, Adam.
We've got handheld mics. I'm having a lot of fun with them. We're recording this at your house this time, and I forgot my microphone. We've now got like I keep wanting to hold it over here and just be off mic.
Yeah, I like that our contingency mic is like a full setup.
Yeah, we had either my awful £5 mic that I stole from comedian May Thompson, but I forgot that, so we'd have a professional setup. And it's like, God damn it, we've got to fall back on that. Welcome back, listeners. If anyone is listening to this one first, go back one.
Yeah.
There's no point starting on 2 of 49. Like, yeah, maybe we'll get some people pick it up at like a few in. You can go back one now.
Yeah.
This is no one's first. I'm not explaining the concept again.
No.
There is something we didn't do last week that I think we could do.
Oh, yeah.
Did you say anything about ourselves as people?
Oh, yeah. I don't think
say
that. Like, we give no context. So how did we meet?
Oh, my God. So it was, like 4 years ago now. It's been a while. We both worked at a horrible place. A horrible, awful place, but I want to get work there again, so I'm not saying where. Then you were my manager.
I was your manager.
We became very fast friends because at a workplace like that, you've kind of got to be on a team.
It's really trauma bonding, you know?
There are like almost all of my very close friendships came from that place because you would have a shift together, you'd be like, we have to become best friends because we have no time to communicate normally. And it's like, we have to be comfortable shouting at each other because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You never shouted at me.
No.
I think I shouted at you a lot, but it was always like...
I do remember the time I had a stern word with like you and a few other people.
Because I kept just not doing what you told me to.
And I felt like I had to do it and then run away. So it could be like, right, I'm going to leave now. Goodbye.
I think it was like me and a couple of newer people. So I was trying to hide how funny I found it that you were being stern.
It was also really bad.
I will do what you tell me because you are my boss.
Thank you for that.
Who are you?
Who am I? What do you mean?
Like, for the listener, just give the basics of who you are.
Oh God.
Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
So I'm Harry. I'm a stand-up comedian. It's weird to say that, but I actually mean it now. Whereas before I was like, no, I have a normal job, and if I'm bored, I'll do stand-up. I have 3 podcasts, including this one. I do Didn't Ask, where I answer stupid hypothetical questions, and then I do the Justin Timberthon, where I'm watching and reviewing everything on Justin Timberlake's IMDb except for music videos. And the thing I've noticed is different about this one and that one. I dread the Timberthon so much because I'm going to have to watch something awful. We recorded episode 1 a day before I went to France. We're recording this the day after I got back because I want to watch more Sentai. I'm so excited. And you are?
I'm Adam. I edit things for a living soon, maybe, hopefully.
That's wild.
I like Power Rangers.
So
now I'm here.
We're recording this in your house. So in episode 1, I joked that I'm Sentai 1 and you're Sentai 2. There is no Power Rangers merch in my house. Your room is so... Like, I've just got a beautiful view of your collection of Power Rangers toys.
I did have a friend who came here once and said that my flat looked like a museum.
It does. Like, it feels like I would get in so much trouble if I opened one of the, like, cabinets. It feels like a security guard will run out and shout at me. But it's nice. I think it's cool. And it shows that you're the expert for this show. I also think there's a difference because, I don't know if you're comfortable talking about this, you're engaged.
I'm engaged.
So you can have Power Rangers toys on display, and it's kind of fine. I think I can't get away with that.
Yeah.
So what year are we in now? What year is it? Do you remember?
What year are we in? We're in 1977.
Beautiful year. Hey, why don't you tell me some things that happened this year?
Can you guess 2 things that came out in 1977?
Are we doing this again?
Yep.
So is this another patenting one?
No, these were on the shelf.
These were on the shelf. Okay.
These were ready to go in 1977.
70s. Game Boy is not yet.
No.
Is it video game based?
No. These 2 things have no connection.
Of course they don't, because you would never make this easy. Last time it was Rubik's Cube and dog glasses. What chance have I got?
I feel like I should probably tell you. Be here forever.
What am I going to do? Guess this?
This could be a podcast in itself. Just guess what happened every year.
Guess things that happened in 1977.
Post-it notes.
That they've got to be older than that.
No, 1977.
How did we remember things? Well, I guess we didn't. We kept having wars because people forgot to write down on a post-it, like, hey, stop doing that.
And Monster Munch.
Oh, that's crazy that they're the same age.
Right?
Like, I know I said that it was crazy that the Black Eyed Peas, Tobey Maguire and Pedro Pascal being the same age was crazy, but Monster Munch and... Also, the fact that Tobey Maguire is older than Post-it Notes.
That is
so crazy. That's wild.
Well, do you want to know what else came out the same time of Post-it Notes and Monster Munch?
Of course.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Ah.
Claire Richards from Steps.
Yes, I know what Steps is.
Paul from S Club.
Ah. See, we're at the point now where the people being born got famous and stopped being famous by the time I was born. Like, the people who were born this year are still before my time when they were famous.
Things that stopped coming out. Elvis and Charlie Chaplin, they died.
No one's ever called dying as stopping coming out.
Peter Sutcliffe, still going strong.
Still going strong.
Killed a lot of people this year.
I mean, hear me out. Charlie Chaplin and Elvis die and Peter Sutcliffe's still going. Maybe he hated pedophiles.
Maybe there's some good in Peter Sutcliffe.
We said our first potentially bad thing. I'm so proud of us.
Star Wars came out.
Yep.
Dancing Queen, the song.
I think Star Wars coming out is going to have a very quick effect on Like, I think the next series we're going to be like, oh, Star Wars has happened. We got weird.
The heaviest known crustacean was recorded, a 20-kilogram lobster in Nova Scotia. That's a big-ass lobster.
Yeah, it is, dude. I don't know if I'd class it in 10 things to mention from 77, but sure, dude.
And my last thing is, I mean, it's not hugely... No, two things. Travel-based. These are quite interesting for me. Piccadilly line opened.
Oh.
And Concorde started regular London to NYC services.
Ah, Concorde.
R.I.P. Concorde.
That's the first dead thing that we've talked about that I'm sad about.
Right?
Dead. I would have gone on Concorde and it would have
I would have
me.
loved Concorde.
I think just the idea of it, it's so beautiful. I want to go that fast. Like, sorry, I thought you had a model of Concorde in your room.
No, that's a different plane.
This is a different plane. No, I'd love Concorde. I think we'd be friends. No, I wouldn't be friends with Elvis because he's a pedophile.
So when I was looking at weddings, not talking about pedophiles,
and that's not the segue you want.
When I was looking at weddings, the Aerospace Museum in Bristol has a Concorde, and you can go on the Concorde.
I've been there. I've been on it, but I've been to the museum. I don't think you could go on it when I went.
When I went, you could go on it.
Oh, I'm so angry.
With a man who gives you a little tour of it, and I'm like, can you just leave me alone? I want to experience
let
it myself.
me have a go.
But they do weddings.
You could get
And I was like,
married
could
on
you-
Concorde?
It's an aisle. It's a pre-built aisle. So you could get married there, and then all the reception tables are underneath the wings and stuff. And I think that's really camp.
Getting married, everyone on the aisle has to lean out to the side to see you.
Peering over the seats you're
Or would you
looking
play
at
it on the
steward.
in-flight entertainment?
I just think that's so fun.
Be
But it was
lovely.
really expensive.
Yeah.
And also I need to get all my friends to Bristol.
Yeah, I'd go.
Yeah.
Mostly for Concorde. I've got to
Mostly
your
for
wedding
Concorde.
anyway.
Yeah.
Even now it's not on Concorde. If you told me you were getting married on there, I'd be there 2 days early to get a good seat. So, predictions.
Predictions.
Would you rather we play the sex game or, and I haven't thought of a name for this yet, pick a colour?
I don't know what pick a colour is. So I'm going to go pick a colour.
So, I assume you already know this. What colours are the Rangers going to be, is my guess.
Uh-huh.
So, last time, it was red, blue, yellow, pink, green.
Yeah,
Which I think
classic.
is the most basic lineup. You're basic. I think we're already going to have black instead of green.
Okay.
I think the other four are going to stay the same.
So
And I
that
do
is-
think we're still on 5.
Okay. So that's what? Red, blue, black, yellow, pink.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they're not going to be numbered, but I do feel like next time they are numbered, pink is going to be 5. I think that was a one-off.
They gave Peggy a chance.
They also put her in a sidecar, so like they didn't give her much of a chance.
She was like a spiritual 5.
We didn't talk about this last week. It's crazy that her 2 vehicles were a sidecar of a bike and a hot air balloon that's the size of a city. It's a hell of an upgrade.
I'm so sad we didn't see the hot air balloon.
We do have to issue an apology for last episode. We did say that Gold Mask comes back. He doesn't. In episode 1, they fight Gold Mask. In episode 84, they fight Golden Mask. They are 2 different characters, but you can't be mad at us for not knowing that.
That is, the problem with only watching episode 1 and episode 84 is you miss that context, but that's what we're all about.
Hey, we're living and we're learning. And we're about to watch episode 1 of...
JAKQ Dengeki Tai.
I'm not saying it. I don't think I can.
So Dengeki Tai has... Some people translate it as Blitzkrieg.
Oh, okay.
Like some
we
people
have changed vibes.
Some people translate it as like shock troop.
Okay,
the Tai is from like Sentai.
Oh, okay.
So it's Dengeki Tai as one word.
Right.
And Dengeki. Den is like electric.
Okay.
Or like part of the word that forms the word electricity. So.
Right.
Electric troop. Shock troop, Blitzkrieg, something of that realm.
Blitzkrieg shock troop.
Yeah, Blitzkrieg. And do you remember your predict? Because JAKQ is an initialism.
Oh yeah.
Or an acronym. I don't know. An acronym.
I think I called it Japan and Korea Association or something.
Japan and Korea Queens. You said
Queens. That was it. Yeah.
And one of those words was correct.
And it wasn't Japan or Korea.
No. Oh, and
so it's Queens?
Yeah.
How was I right with Queens?
So what could you think the rest of the letters could mean? I feel like you could get this.
Costumed?
With a K?
Not costumed. Kings?
Kings. Kings, Queens.
Kings, Queens. That's such an awkward way to phrase it.
J.A. Kings, Queens.
Oh, Jack Ace Kings, Queens.
Uh-huh.
Is it playing card themed?
Maybe.
I am so excited. Because last time didn't really have a theme. It was just
it was just like, we are here.
The theme was they were all lone survivors. But, I'm so excited for playing card ranges. Okay. Well, then there might only be 4.
Maybe.
But also, I would be surprised if there's 4 men who are playing card themed and a woman who's pink.
The woman was just there.
It's somehow still Peggy. I also reckon these are going to be a complete new cast. Absolutely no reference to the last series. Yeah. I think we're starting... There's only 30 of this one, right?
Yeah, so there's 35 episodes. It's hard to figure out what's a rumor and what's a truma.
Yeah.
These things have been passed around for ages.
Yeah.
Apparently, this show was cut short.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It was on the brink of cancellation.
Oh.
I mean, I think it got a finale, but it was meant to keep going, and they quickly wrapped it up or whatever. I don't know. There's apparently some staff changes halfway through or something. The show was going to be over, cancelled, terrible ratings. So I don't know how much of that is true or what happened.
Okay.
Really, but
I like that you said it got wrapped up quickly, as if the 84 series wasn't also wrapped up really quickly.
Yeah, that was wrapped up in a single episode.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch it?
Yes, watch it.
Would you like to read out the episode title?
I'll give it a go. 4 cards, ! The Trump is Jack. I really ended as if there was more to say.
No, that's the end.
I love their insistence on not putting exclamation marks at the end.
No, put it right in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle of the sentence. That's where we want all the energy to be.
Yeah.
Let's watch it.
Let's watch it.
Okay, so we're back. I'm happy to say it's still great. Still exactly everything that I want it to be. And nothing that I could expect it to be at the same time.
Yeah. More of the same, isn't it?
It's such a like
very specific in vibe.
Oh yeah, it's so clearly the same show, but nothing is exactly the same. But it's like it's the same in that it's completely unpredictable and wild and crazy and different. Like the fact that it's so batshit, it's like, yeah, there's more of this.
Yeah. I don't know where to begin.
I think
from the start.
We have to, because if I'm allowed to go in any order, everything is the first thing I want to talk about. This theme rules. This theme, because it's like they do the thing of like detailing all the characters, but it's like diamond and hearts. Hey. It's so
Have you
good.
ever watched Drag Race?
No.
So there's a trope whenever they have to like write their own verses to a song that they're drag queens, they're not songwriters.
No.
So they will pad out everything by either spelling their name or like saying, I'm here to win the crown.
Yeah.
It's just filler. They'll just be like, A-D-A-M. I am Adam. That's what this song felt like. He's like,
so
there's a spade,
drag
ace.
queen.
There's diamond, jack. There's a heart, queen. Clover, we're cards.
Jack. Hey.
Hey.
I loved the hey. Look, I said last episode that I think there's a chance we're going to see 49 massacres of military people. And look, we're at 2. So I might not be wrong. This opens up.
If I had a 2 nickels, we'd happen twice.
I think by the end of this, we'll have 50p. I think we're in. Yeah, so this... I don't know when Thunderbirds came out.
That's my first
This
note.
is so
Thunderbirds
Thunderbird.
Island.
The island opens up. We later find out this is Crime Island. A bunch of...
So the monster faction this season I called Crime. Capital C.
Which is great, because later, like, everyone just knows that. So the main guy's like, I need you to help me fight crime. But, like, crime means a group and not, like, the concept of crime. And the guy's like, I'm way too scared to fight crime.
Yeah, so the island opens and out come these little plastic helicopters, which we
Yeah.
later find out are called devil sharks.
Yeah, I forgot they were called devil sharks. And they get blown up by clearly stock footage of, like, normal fighter jets.
Dispatched from, like, an aircraft carrier at sea.
Yeah, like, this is... So, Eagle was kind of like comic booky army. This is the army.
Yeah.
Like, the real world army. With... We're going to meet him later, but the weirdest general ever. But, yeah, it's such a, like... Because it's great. So, the devil sharks blow up the jets, but it's clearly they just paste an explosion over stock footage of jet flying. I'm like, you could probably, if you look closer, see the jets in perfect condition through the fire.
Yeah, but the devil sharks, actually, they open up and fire some bombs themselves. And they blow up the aircraft carrier.
Just kill these soldiers.
They ruin that stock footage. They tear it apart.
Footage. It must take them 30 seconds to paste over there. I think we then cut to just a bunch more soldiers getting machine gunned. And I love that this is a theme. That they always start with, the army's dead.
Right?
Like, we need these superheroes because everything else has failed, but we see one scene of them just getting murdered.
Like, oh god, they've got rid of all our resources. Our final option is people dressed like playing cards.
I mean, we're going to find out this time around there's a bit more going on with these guys. We cut to the villain, and the only way I could think of to describe him is he's Disco Rasputin. Because he's in this, like, silver sparkly cloak, and then he has a huge beard and loads of hair.
Like a Santa beard, where it, like, covers, like, your entire nose. It's, like, huge, but, like, it's black.
It's like, think of the recent Doctor Who thing where the Master was Rasputin, where it's just, like, huge beard, huge hair, but if he was in a bright silver flashy... This felt way more 70s than last episode.
And, like, you can barely distinguish the hair, where the hair ends and the beard begins.
And they give you some real close-ups to try.
All you can see is his eyes. Like, a tiny little gap where his eyes are.
And they love to show you those eyes. And we cut from him. So last time we had Mr. KKK and his assistant Goldface. This time his assistant is just a businessman. He's just like an old man in a suit. And he's fully just being like, well, sir, we have looked at the crime numbers and they are looking quite good. I love this guy. I really hope he's still in the last episode. I hope he gets blown up in the last one.
At this point, I wanted to believe that they're just like... They're not like aliens or monsters. They're just a regular ass human
I think these are just guys.
Yeah.
We found out later that the monsters of this series are robots. So I think these are just criminals.
They could just be guys.
Yeah. The next week on, their plan next week is to just shoot cars. Just get machine guns and fire at cars.
So the glittery crime guy, who I don't... Did we learn his name?
I don't think they refer... Because I was looking out for it, but I don't think they use his name.
So Glittery Man is like, you know what? Let's get him. Let's use Devil Killer.
Well, they're using Devil Killer because they want to turn Tokyo into a city of crime.
Yes, of course.
There is that as well. And then my next note, was Devil Killer. Devil Killer's just like a robot. It's the most, like... He's just a big, blocky steel guy.
Yeah.
And like, he kind of has devil horns. This was really disappointing. This guy was kind of whatever.
He had glowing red eyes.
But only sometimes.
Yeah, and you could see the light bulbs in there.
Yeah.
Like, obviously it's not LEDs, because we don't know what that is yet in the 70s. I don't know.
I don't think LED, especially not in this kind of level of accessibility.
So it was just light bulbs. Like literal bulbs.
And I think, at least because he's a robot, in universe, those just are light bulbs. But it's such a, like, they programmed that guy to have angry red eyes when he's making a point. And I like that he has control of when they're red.
For some reason, he's in a box.
Yeah, because there's, so, Johnny Guinea Pig, the leader of the army is a man who at the start is in a black suit. He'll get changed later. And he just has a guinea pig on his shoulder.
Yeah, I thought that would go somewhere, but it didn't.
But he has it for like one. So the first scene he's in, he has a guinea pig on his shoulder. He's like, we're sending the investigation team out. And we cut to a bunch of soldiers opening a box with Devil Killer in it. Devil Killer murders them all by strangling them to death with his bare hands, which is wild. And then we cut back to the army guy. The guinea pig's just on his arm as he's checking his watch. And then this guy's gonna be the rest of the episode. Guinea pig's never in another scene. Like,
so for this entire bit, I, in my notes, was calling this man Mustache, because we didn't learn his name. We just know him as he is the leader of whatever this season's eagle is.
Yeah. And we're going to find out his name later, and I want to wait until that moment. But currently we don't know his name, so we'll just call him Mustache Guy. He says, crime has started using robots, so we will need cyborg forces, which is everything this show needs to be. Like, do not give me anything else, and they don't give you anything else. I thought that cyborg was like a weirdly translated word. They fully robot these people in a bit.
Yep.
And the way he bitches it is he just goes up to them and be like, hey, do you want to be a cyborg? And everyone's like, sorry, what? Sorry. What are you saying to me?
Yeah, so we cut first to horses.
Yes.
And there's a guy on a horse in red, so assuming he must be the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
And the mustache man turns up like, hey, do you want to become a cyborg?
And that is so the energy he's bringing. And it's, because he's, well, no, it's not even that. That's what he does the next time. This time, he walks up to this guy on a horse with the, I'm going to say, sluttiest look in his eyes you can imagine. And horse guy goes, I've been thinking about your offer. I'm going to have to say no. We don't get to see...
Oh, yeah, it's happened already.
Yeah, we get to see the offers for the other ones. Well, for the other one, well... So as I was doing that sentence, I remembered two of their origins, and oh my god. So first guy is an Olympian athlete, seemingly in every sport.
Yeah.
Because at first it seems like he's doing pentathlon. It looks like he just does every sport that you can do.
Yeah, there's a montage of him like swimming and doing some acrobatics and stuff.
It's like, I don't know what's in the pentathlon. He goes from skiing to swimming. I'm like, you can't do that. Like, what arena are you doing that in?
And yeah, there's a narration from Mustache, I think, where he's just talking about how, so the Red Ranger, who is named Spade Ace, not the guy.
That would be nominative determinism to the extreme.
But you have to be the Red Ranger. You're called Spade Ace.
Your name is Spade Ace, and we've got cards as our thing. We can't avoid this.
Yeah, so the Red Ranger, his designation is Spade Ace.
Yeah.
And it says that Spade Ace possesses atomic power.
Well, yeah, but so do the other three. But he's got atomic power, so he needs to be an Olympian.
Yes, essentially. And there's a little bit where they intensely stare at each other. And
so they learned a new editing trick this week, which is, hey, if we play the exact same clip again, it will feel cool. So, like, zoom in on something, then just loop that.
It's like 3 or 4 times.
And there's a few where it's like, it's off the helicarrier as the jets are taking off. You're like, that's kind of cool. They'll, like, show Mustache Man, zoom in on him 3 times, then show Horseman, zoom in on him 3 times, then loop those bad boys. And it's so erotic. It's such a weird, there's such a tension. And I always hate when there's like comedy recap, like, oh, and then I thought they were going to kiss. I did think they were going to kiss. It was so
I think there's something going on between those two. I think.
And hey, we're going to see Mustache Man's fun time outfit later. I don't think that man's straight.
You know what? If Spade Ace doesn't want Mustache Man, then
then
I'm here.
So he's like, but yeah, you should become a cyborg because you're an Olympian, and he uses quite a good line, which is, I want to look after the body I've been given. Later he's just going to change his mind. That happens off screen. But he's like got a very valid reason of like, you want to do robots, what is later called cyborg surgery on me. I have spent my life dedicated to keep my body. I don't want that. And the next scene, he just looks at him and smiles. Like, the next scene he's in, he looks at Mustache Man, smiles, and then is a cyborg. Next guy, I thought this was going to be really boring. Because first guy's an Olympian. Second guy, he was a boxer. And then he was in a murder scandal.
Yeah, I love the term murder scandal. Like murder's just like...
Like, he got cancelled for murder. And he's like, I didn't do it. They're like, yeah, we've arrested the murderer. Like, then why?
So this guy lands at the airport.
Yeah.
And is handcuffed to, assumingly, the police.
Yeah.
Or someone else. And Mustache turns up and is like, hey, do you want to be a cyborg?
Yeah. I think he's the one who says, do you want to be a cyborg? And he goes, what?
And it's like, well, you're the murder scandal thing. That's all worked out, and they've arrested the murderer. And I'm like, why does Mustache Man know this before the person who's handcuffed to this guy?
And also, it's treated as like you can't go back to your boxing life because of the murder scandal that you didn't do, and we have evidence you didn't do.
Well, between the boxing and the murder scandal, he was a hustler in Las Vegas. I forgot
he was a Las Vegas hustler.
So that's where he's just flown in from Vegas.
So he's the bad boy of the team.
And which one is he? Was he J.A.K.Q? I think he was Diamond Jack.
Yeah, he's Diamond Jack.
Yeah.
He's the coolest one.
And Diamond Jack possesses electric power.
Yes.
So red is atomic, blue, who's Diamond Jack, is electric.
So we then cut, and this is when I was like, this show's got me back. Pink is sat for dinner with her dad. And
it was given sugar daddy.
It really was.
It was quite romantic.
Again, I hate when that's the go-to joke, but it was so sexually charged this episode.
It was like jazz music. They were like cheers some red wine. It must
be so hard to have been a police officer for 25 years. But she's just being genuine. So yeah, in this sentence, she says, "You've been a police officer for 25 years and you're retiring tomorrow." I was like, I think I know what might happen to this guy. And I was half right, because I forgot. In between Diamond Jack and Pink Ranger, there's just a montage of policemen getting shot by my new favourite henchmen, who are guys in full grey suits who go, wee, and shoot people to death.
And they've got like leather masks on where you can like their eyes are cut out.
Yes, you can see human eyes in there.
And when I say like skin tight leather masks,
it's
like you can see the curvature of their skull.
Yeah, but they just go, wee, and then they are holding machine guns and kill people.
So we find out Pink, Heart Queen, is a detective.
Yeah.
Because her dad is like, well, don't you want to retire too? With all my sugar money that I'm going to give you?
Yeah.
But she's like, no, I'm having so much fun being a detective. And it has like a montage of her like kicking criminals in the face.
Like fully like flipping them. Yeah. And it's like, I busted up a drug trade and 10 guys. And you see her like massacring these people. And it's like, it's quite cool.
Yeah.
I thought she's my favourite of this series so far. Because she's like...
And she has a cunty ass haircut.
Oh my god, her haircut. Also, her name's Karen, which I love.
Is it? I didn't even clock that.
Karen with a cool haircut. And yeah, she's like flipping people around. She's doing all this cool stuff.
But is the dad implying that she can retire now?
Yeah, and she's like
20 at most.
It was devastating. The 70s were a different time. You could retire at 20. So yeah, they then so I'm expecting bad guys are going to shoot this guy, and then she'll hate them. No, they get in a car that has a chauffeur. They're driving along and they're chatting, and she goes, I just want to live up to your legacy. And they both go, ha ha ha, ah! And then they get hit by a truck. This truck isn't like a bad guy truck. It's a completely random accident. And then I put the note, the biggest car crash ever happened. The car flips multiple times, falls off the overpass it's on, lands upside down and explodes. And Red just happens to be walking by.
It's the dead of night. He just emerges from the darkness. He's like, I'm here.
Hey. I love this. He pulls Pink out of the car and keeps me like, hey, come with me. It's like, she's clearly dead.
And then we've got the most insane cut. So, like, I don't understand what happened to her.
Because you see her come out of the car.
To be fair, she would be fucked up from that.
But we've seen her be not fucked up from it when he pulled her out of the car. She looked fine. So this happened on the way to the hospital. We didn't see the ambulance also got wiped out by a truck.
Maybe the Red Ranger tried to put her on horseback.
He only knows horse. That's his thing. Yeah, we cut to her in a hospital bed, and she has like 90% bandages. You know, like in a sitcom when a child goes to the dentist, they have like full head bandages. She's got that.
She is mummified.
She's barely got her face poking out. She really slowly turns, and Mustache Man's in the room. We don't know why he's there. She goes, "Give me back my arms." So I guess between being pulled out of the car and the hospital, she lost her arms.
They're gone.
And then
also, we don't see how much of her is mummified.
Yeah, we can only really see her from the shoulders up.
All of her, or she's just shoulders and head.
So then Mustache Man goes, "Are you sure you want the cyborg surgery?" And then we get introduced to Ranger number 4. I thought we'd had the wildest one. He turns around and a guy, he's like contemplating giving her the cyborg surgery, and a man walks in and goes, "We have a message from head office." And then we cut to a coffin and he opens
I don't know whether I blacked out or was this just like in the next room.
It seemed like he walked next door.
Yeah.
Because he like walks out of the room and then is in this room, but I assume they cut.
Okay.
Like that's meant to imply that he's somewhere else. Because he was going to get a phone call, and he's just in a room with a casket. And he opens a little flap, and he's like, I forgot, I didn't write his name down.
The flap was like the size of a face.
Yeah, it's like
you can open it and just see the guy's face in the coffin.
And he's like, "Oh no, he was." Sorry, I lost the line. I want to get this dead on. He goes, "Oh no, he was so excited to create an underwater city." And we get a montage of like black and white photos of this guy we've not met.
Like a documentary with like in memoriam.
Yeah. Of this guy trying to create an underwater city. And he's our 4th Power Ranger. He doesn't say a goddamn word.
Is he dead or is he unconscious? I think he's dead, right? Because
I think his
oxygen supply broke while he was diving or something,
that was
right?
it. Yeah, he was in a submarine and he ran out of oxygen and now he's in a coffin and he really wanted to make an underwater city. And he's like dead. And then so they put his body, whatever's left of Pink,
just a
and
head,
the perfectly fine crime guy, in a little box. And then we get a genuinely harrowing montage of cyborg surgery. It feels like a horror film.
It was quite haunted.
But the music is so like, hell yeah. We're building our robot boys. We're getting so hyped. And then you see like, they reach in, scoop, and pull out like an arm. It's so fucked up.
The surgeons all in white are like holding arms with like wires sticking out, and they cut to like arms with holes in it with wires and circuitry.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't look like a real arm.
No.
But it looks enough like a real arm in this picture quality.
It looks like it's made of clay.
Yeah. But then as well, like, what I enjoy, the surgeons are like with their surgical masks on and they're sweating. They're so stressed. And there's a bit where Mustache Man pulls out his mask, is like takes a deep breath, like shakes his head.
It gets quite like art house at one point, where like cuts on screen images of just flickering lights and
like heart rate monitors.
Yeah.
It was like if this was a like 70s horror film about these soldiers being turned into cyborgs, it would be exactly the same. And then Mustache Man's like, and then there were 3. And then there's a cut to standing right in front of him is Red Guy with the dumbest grin on his face. And it cuts back to Mustache Man, and it feels like he's about to go, "Oh, you." And
I will say it cuts back 3 times to Mustache Man in using the same shot 3 times.
This show's so good. Why wasn't this one scene earlier? And then you get all 4 of them get the surgery together. But it said 3 of them do, and then off screen immediately afterwards, Red does. Because he does get it, because later we'll see him go in his arm.
Yeah.
What's next?
Is this when they get in the lift?
Oh, this is when they're wearing their most 70s outfits.
Oh, yes.
Like, Red is in a full white suit, and then it's like, I think Pink is in like tiny shorts with like a huge jacket. Yeah.
They're in the
rules.
city next to a big building.
Yeah.
They get in a lift, and it's just like they get in the. It's a normal looking lift, probably the same one from Go Ranger.
It probably is. Yeah.
Probably has the same set. So they go in the lift, and the lift doors close, but then suddenly they're in tubes and they're going up.
Yeah.
And then they're in the base, and they just like get shot up out of like a chute into the base.
They like pop out.
They pop out.
You know when Mario goes in a tube? It's like that energy. And then, boy... So, what I love is...
Style icon.
It is implied that this is all like one day. So Mustache Man was clearly ready for this. I was so excited because he has gone... I'm going to say all out with the playing card theme. Mm-hmm. He is in a bright yellow military outfit with playing cards down the side and bright yellow gloves, and he just turns around with the biggest smile.
He's been waiting for this day.
This is my headcanon, and we're not going to watch enough to have it disproved. He pitched this 15 years ago, and the general was like, absolutely not. And in the attack that Crime did, his general died, and he was like, finally, I built my card suit ages ago. He gives them their names, so it's Spade Ace, Diamond Jack, Heart Queen, Clover King.
Yeah, red, blue, pink, green.
In that order. And then he goes, and I am Joker. He's the Joker.
And they all go, Joker!
Yeah, they all are so excited.
Oh, he does a bit where he explains the show's name as if we haven't.
It takes so long. It takes so long.
Like, the J from Jack, the A from Ace, and he's laying out all the cards, and then it spells out the name on screen in text.
Yeah. Well, what are the bad guys up to this week, Adam?
I don't remember.
They've gone to the government's vault of gold bars.
And do you know how he finds that out?
Yeah, I forgot about this.
He gets what I can only assume is a fax. But it's like printing out on like till roll.
Yeah, it's like till roll.
The thinnest piece of paper.
With like holes punched in it.
And he looks at it for a second. He's like, they're attacking the gold vault.
Specifically, it's the government's vault of gold bars. Is how it's exactly. I wrote it down word for word. I know it's translated, but these translations like are quite good. And like, I think that is correct. So then they get in their plane. This isn't as good as last week's plane. It's just like a kind of big jet.
It's just like, it's a generic Power Rangers carrier thing.
Yeah, it's like...
It's not as wacky as the Very Blue.
It's a Thunderbird.
It's a Thunderbird.
It's like if there was a sick Thunderbird for one episode, they're like, don't put much effort.
Yeah, and its name is the Sky Ace.
Yes, I actually wrote that one down. It's Big Jet... Oh no, I wrote Big Jet. It's called Aerial Fortress Sky Ace, which is awesome. They then have a fight in the sky, which is... I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I didn't expect there to be space fighting yet, but it's cool. It's fine.
And there's like full on like clouds where the toy model ships can fly into the clouds and they actually disappear.
And the model work is so much better already from the first episode. There's a cool bit where they blow up the bad guy jets, and I thought there would just be a cut to an explosion, but you see like the props explode and like it falls into pieces. I wonder if that shot was used 35 more times.
Every episode will be the same battle based on this footage they shot, just reordered.
Oh yeah, I would not be surprised at all.
Or if they ever use it again.
They might never fly again.
They may never fly again.
We then cut to the robbery of the gold vault, where there's so many police officers and they're all running, and then you hear whee and they all die. They love killing cops in this show. They
love it
so much. So they go in the room and there's no one there. They were too late, and
not even any bodies this time.
No, there's nobody. The police, I guess they took them with them.
They cleaned up after themselves.
So the Blue Ranger, so Diamond Jack, is like, It must have gone through a secret exit. And Red's like, don't worry, I'll use my X-ray eyes.
My neutron scope.
Sorry, my neutron scope. And you might be thinking he, like, presses his hand on the side of his head, or maybe he presses a button on his belt. No, he opens his arm up, reaches inside, and, like, plays with the wires.
Genuinely horrifying.
It's so gross. Like, his arm is, like, hollow with tubes, and he, like, fully is reaching in barehanded, and then his eyes let him see through, and he can see that there's, like, a secret passageway. And then I think it's what's his Jack? I don't know their names. Blue.
Is it Diamond Jack who does this?
I think it's Diamond Jack. He has a saw in his finger, and he cuts out a big hole for them to go through.
Called the electric. No, I don't know if I just made that up. Ignore me.
Well, I know the name of the next one.
Oh yeah, so they go through the tunnel.
They go through the tunnel, and they're like, there's no sign of them. Oh, wait, there's tracks on the floor. Hey, Karen, use your magnetic counter. The magnetic counter is a little stick that comes out of her finger. She pokes it into the floor and goes, 12 tons.
You know...
What?
This is specifically for Doctor Who fans. You know when K9 has that little, like, telescopic...
Oh, yeah, he's got his little aerial thing.
Yeah, that comes out the front. Does it come out of his nose?
I think it comes out of his nose. Somewhere. It comes out of his face, yeah.
It's
She's
that,
got that
on the tip of your finger.
K9 would have already happened by now, right?
Yeah.
Like Tom Baker era. So it's around the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's got a little like K9 satellite in her finger that tells from a tire track that the truck is 12 tons. Which I don't think is information they need. And then they get in the jet. I might be forgetting this. I don't think green has a thing.
No, there's definitely only 3 items.
Yeah, but they all have one except green who doesn't. Also, yeah, there's 4 of them if you haven't been... I forgot to officially address that. They get in their jet and it shoots little lines out and they can scan and they find the truck with the gold. Then
they get in their strengthening capsules.
So, normally in, like, Power Rangers, they have, like, a morpher. It's either, like, a thing on their wrist or a phone. They press some buttons and they turn into a Power Ranger. Last week, they didn't have this.
They just jumped.
They just span in a circle and were Power Rangers. So I was like, oh, we're going to slowly build to that. No. So last week, they did it with nothing. This week, they all get into big MRI chambers. And in 4 separate shots, they are in it. It's lowering, it's flat, and then it plugs into the wall.
Yep.
And they do that separately for all 4 of them. And then the narrator's like, their strengthening chamber helps them realize their true power. And they just are. They're just in costume. It is awesome. I love this.
So I wonder if every time they have to morph, they have to bring their Sky Ace with them to get in the tubes.
So I couldn't tell if this was like unlocking their morph power, or if for the next 34 weeks, every episode we get the shots of them going in the big tube.
Yeah, because like, what if like they're ambushed by the foot soldiers and they're like, oh fuck, oh I can't morph, and they start like run to the sky base, get in the tube,
very slowly
and run all the way back.
This I really want them to reuse this shot every time, because did you notice what happens when they all run out?
Yeah, I think so.
So they come out of their tubes in costume and then they run to action.
They're in the smallest room.
They're in a tiny room that clearly gets smaller, so green fully runs into pink and then we cut away, but not soon enough. They fully it felt like a skit of like the superheroes are running and one of them falls over, but they just fucking hit the actors because they're in these massive, awesome helmets with like card symbols on them. They can't see. Just fucking run into each other.
Yeah, should we describe the suits? It's like giant helmet, the suit, the shape of the suit.
Yeah.
Like the heart, the clover, the other ones, diamond, spade.
Yeah.
And then
it was weird them calling it clover, not club. That's what
right?
It's clubs. But
and then they've got like a sash with cards on it as well.
Yeah, with like pictures of cards on. I love these. Yeah. I think these are really good. Because last week's were fine. But they were like, whatever. Yeah. These I think are great.
I do quite like that they've gone strong for a theme on the second season. They're not,
and they've gone all out. I love Joker so much. This is cutting ahead, but when they win, he just grabs a pack of cards and throws them in the air. I'm like, I love you. I love you so much. I really enjoyed because this is 77. The cards have Nintendo on them. Cause it's from back when Nintendo was just like a board games company. But like, it was really weird watching this and it just says Nintendo.
It was really, really weird.
So the way they reveal themselves, because they drive all their cars, they get out and they like let them crash into the van.
Yes.
And was it Devil Killer? Is that his name?
Devil Killer, yeah.
Devil Killer comes out. It's like, where are they? Where have they gone? And then cards start raining down, and an ace, jack, queen, and king land on his chest, and they kind of blow away, and they're over there. Like, I was expecting them to like appear from the cards, right? Or they'd be like
explode, or
no, he just looks over. They're at the top of the stairs, and they're like, "We'll get you."
And they do the little roll call. And like,
well, they do the roll call because Devil Killer goes, "Ah, you're the famous," and then they say their names. They started today. This is the first thing they've done.
Yeah, how are they so famous?
Because like. Is this like a known thing? Has Joker been saying for years how he's gonna have his team of card people?
The JAKQ are coming.
JAKQ are coming, and I cannot wait. I've bought a suit.
He's showing off to all his friends.
Yeah, we get their weapons. We get. Sorry, I forgot what one of them was. We get diamond sword, normal sword, spade arts, which is a
bow and arrow, which I really like. So the bit where the arrow hooks into is a J.
Yeah, it's
so
sick.
It like lands in the hook of the J, and I think that's really fun.
That was really fun. The two that are noteworthy, and I'm going to say these out of order. Pink has a magnet that she just holds, and all the enemies run at her hand.
And then she kicks them and punches them, and God bless this actress doing the ADR for this.
She's
incredible work.
1,000%. Because she screams like, hey, hey, with every kick. And then she clearly blows the mic out of it. Hey!
She's just screeching.
And it happens like 2 separate times. It's like a really high pitch. Hey!
It's kind of like, you know that meme of one of the Divergent films where they reuse the same clip of the scream of Shailene Woodley? It's quite not dissimilar from that.
And then Club's weapon is the Club Megaton, and so everyone else just like materializes a weapon in their hands. His arm turns into a tube and shoots out a boxing glove once, and then he can't use it again. I love that.
Incredible.
And then this is my catchphrase in this show is and then Devil Killer. His weapon is saw blades.
Yes.
And clearly it was cheaper to use real saw blades than fake ones. So he's got like these little tubes and he fires them out. But for health and safety reasons, they kind of just like throw them directly down on the floor in front of the Rangers do a big dodge, but it hits the ground so far ahead of them and they're clearly just saw blades.
They have no aerodynamic properties to them. They don't fly past them. They just like
he just throws a very heavy metal thing on the floor in front of them. So they do JAKQ or Kovac, and there's 3 steps to this.
There's so many steps.
So they bend like down and run at him head first,
like to a scrum.
Yeah, but like the 4 of them are like on separate sides, so he's kind of in the middle of all 4 of their heads, and then they squeeze him so hard that they go up.
All of them.
All 4, all 5
in a model shot that is repeated 3 times.
Oh yeah, of course they loop it. They love a loop. So the 5 of them, as in the 4 of them and the monster, go up in the air. Then the 4 of them land and go like, we have to use our atomic blast. And they put their hands together and just make a nuke. It's just a nuclear force that fire at him because he's still in the sky. And he just goes like...
Well, actually, I will say, before they do the nuclear blast...
Oh, yeah.
So they launch into the air... And then they all kick him and flip back.
I forgot they all flip kick off him.
And what they've clearly shot this on a soundstage. This kick, because they're against a sky backdrop, and you can see their shadow on the sky backdrop. I didn't see
that. Oh my god, that's so good.
And then when they kick flip, they land, and then they do the nuclear blast.
Amazing. And then we cut to Disco Rasputin being like, I hate you, assistant man. And assistant man's like, I'm so sorry.
And he snaps his like cane that he's holding, but that you can see where it's gonna snap.
Yeah, you can see the mark on it. It looks like rock candy. It's such a weird texture to it. And something I respect about this show, monster's dead, well done, show's over.
Yeah.
There's no like going back to base, like, hey, well done team, let's have a little fun moment. No, they're done.
They're done. It's over.
And so are we.
So are we.
Love this. So far, I preferred Go Ranger.
Sure.
Because I think more people were machine guns. There was still a lot in this.
You're ranking the show based on how many people were gunned down.
And not entire. That's not a sole ranking. It's just a very significant one.
But it could all change.
I don't know what's going to happen next week.
So many people could die in episode 35.
See, it's weird that it feels so soon now. Because we went from 1 to 84. Now from 1 to 35. These characters are fine.
Yeah.
I like Karen. She's cool.
I'd love to know more about any of them.
I don't think we will. I don't think we're finding anything out. So that was episode 1 of... Oh, I forgot the name.
You can say it.
I don't remember it. Oh, it's Shock Team.
Shock Team.
Oh, JAKQ. So that was episode 1 of JAKQ Dengeka. I can't do it.
Dengeki Tai.
See, there's so many vowels and consonants in there. Like, people talk about Welsh being hard. That's harder. I loved it. You loved it. And we'll be back soon. We've done no planning on how this show works.
No.
I just got very excited to watch more Sentai. So we'll be back in a bit with episode 35.
Episode 35.
Bye. Oh, we're the Sent guys and Sent wise up and fly right. Is that the sentence?
I don't know. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, we'll say it is.